Hello, hello, hello there. This is Tower Moment Taurus. It is Taurus season, so happy birthday to my fellow Taurians. I know we are going to turn up all Taurus season. I do want to apologize for having such a long delay in videos. Basically, I had some technical and equipment malfunctions, so I wasn't able to put out videos like I wanted to on the consistent schedule that I wanted to. I had some upgrades recently, so hopefully that'll make some changes. My space is a little bit different as well. This is temporary. It's only because the other space, even though it was set up really well, it's not conducive and there is a little bit too much noise where I was at, so I'm going to eventually get a new setup, but this is what I'm working with for right now, so please have some patience with me on that. So it has been a recent, sorry, my brain's not working today, but yesterday we had an eclipse that for the most part is going to impact the Taurians the most. Taurus placements, doesn't matter whether you're Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, North Node, whatever. But ultimately it's going to impact everyone because all it's about is bringing things to focus. I don't want to say clarity. I want to say, I think, where am I trying to go with this? Because earth signs do this really well. It brings more pragmatism, I think, to a lot of situations because there are people out there, and this is not excluding the earth signs because some of us can be delusional, but there are a lot of delusional people out there that were just willing to, see the world through rose-colored glasses, and now they have to take those rose-colored glasses off, realize what's really working for them and what's not, and then move forward from there. So I feel like that's the overall vibe for this eclipse. You probably noticed that you're a little bit more tired, a little bit more exhausted. That's fine. That's just, a little bit of change, a little bit of a download. But that's the big change for this season. So let's see what's going on for the energies with the signs. This is for the fixed signs, Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, Aquarius. Every time I switch a season, there is a different main character. So for this season, we're doing the fixed signs. Next season is going to be the mutable signs once we get into Gemini season, and that's how it's structured. So this is a general reading, not a one-to-one reading. I read where the cards take me, so whether that's general, it's love, career, whatever. It's whatever the cards tell me. So please take what resonates and leave the rest behind. This reading's not going to be for everybody. Also, I'm not doing private readings at the moment, but that will change. I actually am in the works of creating a system to do private readings with a twist. I will inform you about that at a later time. But for right now, I'm not doing private readings. The only social media accounts that I have for Tower Moment Taurus are basically this YouTube channel and Instagram that I barely use. So if there's any other account saying, hey, I'm Tower Moment Taurus, I'd love to give you a reading, don't do it. It's a total scam. I would never reach out to you. I would never solicit you for money. You come to me if you really want a reading. Also, I am not a licensed psychiatrist or a medical professional. If you need assistance in those areas, please seek out someone with the proper licensure to assist you. I am just a card reader, and these readings are for entertainment purposes only. So, my cards today, I'm reading tarot upon tarot, but I do have my personal oracle deck in the sidelines just in case if there's something I'm a little fuzzy on, but I have the Mystical Medleys Tarot, which has 2 additional major arcana, and it's really cute. You'll see like once I pick the cards. Then I have the original Rider-Waite deck, and then we're going to get some final insight from the Wisdom of the Oracle deck. So let's get started. Give these a little shuffle. All right. And sometimes these decks are so big, and like I said, as you can see, my hands are kind of stumpy. All right. I need 3 cards for the fixed signs, Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, Aquarius, please. 3 cards. Okay. See if anything else comes out. All right. Okay. So when two cards come out, I like to read them as one, like as one situation. And it's very interesting because you have the Three of Cups in reverse and also the Six of Swords in reverse. It's like you can't move on, but you also are trying to leave a situation. I don't know. I just feel like there's probably a little bit of stagnation and stuckness. Like, whatever this is, you're trying, it could be a third party situation. Doesn't need to be like, you know, Three of Cups is a bit of a networking card, a bit of a party card, you know, like if you're at a party and you're having fun and socializing and stuff like that, that's usually the vibe I get from the Three of Cups. But it could also mean a situation where if it is a love situation, it's one that is like a love triangle, so to speak. So if that's the case, this could be a situation where there's a love triangle and you're trying to take yourself out of the narrative, but you don't necessarily know where to go. You're kind of still stuck in it for the time being. We'll see as we move on. And then the Seven of Wands. So the Seven of Wands in reverse really does speak of the fact that, like, whatever, you're kind of getting it from all sides. And normally if this was upright, even though you're getting it from all sides, you can kind of face and take on whatever's kind of plaguing you at the moment. But when it's in reverse, you're kind of getting your ass beat a little bit. Like, I do have to say that, like, I apologize, but like whatever this is, you're taking a lot of heat for it, which could make sense if you're trying to leave something but you can't, you know, exit right away, but you know it's causing you a great deal of harm. There's, you know, it's just a stuck situation. I just keep getting stuckness with it. But not all hope is lost because you did get the Page of Pentacles upright. So I feel like that there's something in the works. Maybe there's something that you need to kind of download or maybe get some more information on. Pages are usually like apprentices, so to speak. They're like the youth of the court, like of the court decks, and they're usually trying to like find their place in the world, so to speak. So I typically look at this as like an educational card. So there's something coming across the horizon, basically, you know, that really could be beneficial for you, but it's just going to take a little bit of time. But it's there. It, you know, it's possible that there's something blooming. So let's get some clarity, because I like to ramble on, but I don't necessarily know what things are until, you know, until I get a little bit more clarity. So, yeah, I hope to get a new desk soon. This is kind of wobbly. Okay. Can you clarify this pair for me, please? Another duo. Alright, since we're here, clarify the Seven of Wands for me, please. That came out on its side, which is suspicious. I'm going to leave it like that for now. And then okay. Ooh. That also came on its side, but I still pulled it upright because it's a little bit. a little bit interesting. Okay, so I kept this on its side on purpose. So let's dig into what this Three of Cups and this Six of Wands in reverse. And it's clarified by the Ace of Wands and the Chariot that came out together. This is really powerful energy. So spark of inspiration, spark of ideas, could also like mean like sexual attraction, things of that nature. And then you also have the Chariot, which is all about assertion and moving ahead. So it could be one of those things where, all right, two options it could be. The sex is good. If this is a relationship, the sex is good, but not much else. You know what I mean? And so you're willing to continue the relationship as long as like you're kind of getting your rocks off, so to speak. Alternatively, this could be one of those situations where, let's say that's not a sexual situation, but you're getting some sort of benefit. Like there's energy here, because the Ace of Wands does talk about like energy, passion, things of that nature. Like you are getting energy and benefit from this situation. So what's an example I'm trying to use? Because it's like, even though it's not good for you, like you're sticking with it because you're getting something out of it. And I'm just being very general. This is not a PSA or anything. It's kind of like being a smoker, where you know all of the health detriments that come with being a smoker. But it's the fact that, you know, you smoke when you're social. Or I know for my dad, when he was a smoker, he said it was one of the few times where he could, like, when he's doing inhale and exhale, and it gives him a chance to, like, breathe and kind of calm his nerves, even though it's not to his benefit. So that's just a hypothetical. Like I said, this isn't a PSA. This isn't me shaming you. I'm just saying that that's kind of along the lines of what I'm getting from these cards to clarify these. It's the fact that whatever you're in, you know you need to leave, you know it's not good for you, but like you're not really willing to leave because there's some sort of benefit, so you're willing to keep going. So with that, this came out on its side, and I know that this other card came out on its side as well, but there's just something to it about the Hanged Man, because even if I put it upright, or, you know, put it the way that I feel like putting it, it's still in reverse. So we're still looking at major delays, major issues coming along here. If you're kind of catching it on all sides, like I said, you're getting your ass beat. There's things here that are not to your benefit, but you're still going to keep going. And there's just been a major delay. And the thing about the Hanged Man is that upright, like this guy is perfectly comfortable being where he's at. He's actually like, how they usually frame the Hanged Man, he's kind of doing this intentionally. Like, he's there, he can get out of this trap if he wants to, but he just chooses to stay. You know what I mean? And just take that moment for clarity and for new ideas, and wait for whatever's to come. But this is kind of one of those situations where I don't necessarily feel like you're waiting, you know, just to take a pause and to take a moment. This is like you're dragging your feet and you're dragging your ass. Like, once again, you know, doing things that are you're staying in something that's not to your benefit, but you're still getting some semblance of like enjoyment or relish out of it, even though it is kicking your ass. But you just don't really, I don't know if it's that you don't know where to go, you know what I mean? Or if it's one of those situations where, you know, you're just not feeling where to go at the moment. You know, with eclipse season, like I said, this is all about bringing things into focus and the clarity. This could be stuff that was happening in the past, and now, like with the eclipse and with the changeover, like you're kind of coming out of that fog a little bit, and you're going to be kicking things into focus. So now, like, you're, oh, okay, I really need to move forward on this section. Okay, so then for the Page of Pentacles, and this is great. So I had the Two of Cups, or sorry, the Two of Wands. I don't know why I said the Two of Cups, but I kind of get that vibe anyway. So the Two of Wands, you're planning, you're plotting, you know, you're really trying to like, create your kingdom, which is, like I said, like there's just something coming along the horizon, like a newer opportunity or an opportunity to learn. So you're just taking this moment to do like your research and to figure out exactly what it is that you need to do and to push yourself forward. So, and the same thing with the Seven of Pentacles. You know, this is all about planting those seeds and having them come into fruition. And so maybe there's something that happened a while ago, a seed that you planted that's finally bearing fruit. The Seven of Pentacles used to be all about failure. This card used to signify failure, whereas they planted seeds to bear fruit, but it's not bearing the fruit that they wanted to grow. They actually wanted fruit to grow, not pentacles to grow. But, you know, it's still a blessing in disguise. You can still do something with this. So maybe it's one of those situations where, like, okay, you know, things didn't work out the way that you planned, but something good still came out of it, and you're able to make this work in the future. So whatever is going on, it's a learning experience. You're plotting your next move with it, and you're moving forward. So with that being said, but overall, I guess what I'm trying to say is that, like, if you're stuck in a situation, just leave. Stop dragging your feet, like, push forward. You already have the clues. You already know, like, what's going on, and, like, you're just kind of choosing not to go forward in that direction. Like, just take a step, you know? Sometimes, like, we get hindered just by our own overthinking in those types of situations where it's like, okay, well, it has to absolutely be perfect conditions before I'm able to move on to the next step. It doesn't really need to be that way. Sometimes you just need to take the next step. Like, whatever's good is coming your way is coming your way. Like, this is a beautiful spread. Like, if this is what's coming along the path, you know what I mean? Like, things are going to work out for you. Like, stop being a baby and just, like, take a step and move forward. So, can I just get some final insight for the fixed signs, Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, Aquarius? Just some final advice, please. Okay. Okay. I have to pull from the booklet here because she gave like 250 separate meanings to all these cards. So, and of course he got orphaned. Interesting. Before I even say anything, I'm just going to say this. Like, the fact that the orphaned card came out, and I do kind of have a little bit of an insight to this card. There is definitely maybe some level of abandonment. Like, kind of like the theme that I was telling you, like, you're stuck in a situation, but you're getting some benefit. You're getting some sort of enjoyment or benefit out of it, even though it's causing you irreparable harm, and you're kind of getting your ass kicked over, even though you're dragging your feet. I kind of felt like, even though you were safe, and I still think you're safe, but I think it's one of those situations where, like, you just didn't know where to go or where to, you know, move on to. So with the orphan card, you know, this could be, it's definitely talking about feelings of abandonment. And so I'm kind of wondering, with the overall theme of the cards that I read already, are you kind of abandoning yourself? Like, it's not even a matter of the people around you abandoning you. Are you actually abandoning yourself by not taking the steps that you need to do to move forward? So, let's read the theme. A sense of loss and identity crisis, recognizing that you don't fit in, the need to belong, uncertainty about your place. We're all meant to have the connections with other people within our family, society, and the larger culture. No man is an island, and it's important to recognize when being a part of, rather than separate from, is essential to your well-being. The issue at hand is that you need to find where you fit. Be true to your core truths and values. Perhaps you no longer identify with a group or community the way that you did before you need to find a new situation. You might be feeling a deep sense of loss or confusion. Address the need for belonging and know that you will find your place with others of like mind and spirit. It's okay to let go of pressure to fit in. Not everyone will understand you. It is time to move on. Time to move on. Haha. I love when these oracle cards confirm what I'm saying, because you're not moving on. That's the thing. You're kind of stuck where you are, and you kind of need to go. It's causing you a great deal of harm. You need to move forward, and you're just not doing it. You're not supposed to be where you're at anymore. It's beating your ass, but it's fine. There's something good coming along the path. I promise you. So with that, I am done for today. Thank you so much for watching. I'm going to try and see if I can add another reading after this for Taurus season before it wraps up completely. Maybe I'll do one on my actual birthday, because my birthday's coming up soon. So in the meantime, I bid you adieu. Take care.